All right, we are live. So the Palladium Open House is coming up, and it's April 20th through the 22nd. I will be there. I'm really excited about it. I'm hoping to take my laptop, my webcam, maybe some lights, and my microphone. Maybe I'll do a live broadcast from there. Hopefully, maybe I can nail down a few interviews, things like that, and let you guys see what goes down at the Palladium Open House. I'll probably take some video with my phone, and maybe I'll go live on that as well. But I want to give you guys a look behind the scenes of the open house if you can't make it. If you can make it, let me know. Comment below. Let's plan on meeting up. I know a few other YouTubers are going to be there. Eric Bloat from Bloat Games will be there. I know that Matthew Lemke from Gamers and Goggles, something like that. I know he'll be there. I know that Jody will be there from Questwise. So a few other YouTubers will be there. I don't know what their plans are, if they're going to do any broadcasting from there or anything like that, but it should be a lot of fun. We're also going to have, there's going to be after open house games too. So I've been invited to play with Jody and Eric one night after they shut down the doors to go back to the hotel and play some games there. So I'll probably take them up on that at least one night. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. Like, I already know that. Now, what I'm looking forward to when it comes to games, I kind of want to play probably just one game of Heroes Unlimited, one game of Rifts, and I wouldn't mind playing one game of Savage Rifts either. Probably with some people I don't know. I think that would be a lot of fun just to kind of sit down, get to know some new people, play some games. I'm really looking forward to that. So possibly seeing how other people run the system. Being a huge fan of Palladium books, I've only seen how I've run it and a couple other people. So I think that would be kind of interesting. And if you recognize me from my channel or anything else, if you want to come up and say hi, introduce yourself, that's completely fine by me. I'll be riding solo, so and I'm a pretty social person, so feel free, like I said, to come up and say hi, introduce yourself, let me know you recognize me from my channel. I'm cool with that. Now, I am going to do a screen share real quick, and I'll show you what it says about the Palladium Open House, and I'll read it. Again, I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a blast. So, all right, so here we are. This is what it says on the website. Okay. Palladium Open House, April 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. The 19th, I think, is for VIPs. I'm not sure. I think you either pay extra or you have to be a special guest for a VIP. But yeah, 100 plus Palladium gaming events, playing games run by Kevin himself and other Palladium creators. Enjoy Robotech, RPG tactics, tournaments, games, products, and demos. I do know that they will still have a tournament there. There's one person in particular who's taken it upon himself to still run that. If you did back the Kickstarter and do your trades, if trading Wave 2 stuff or Wave 1 stuff, you can pick it up there, but you need to, I think, declare it very soon. For those of you who don't know Robotech, the Robotech IP expires the 20th, I believe, of March. So after that, they're not allowed to sell new product to people. So they have to liquidate by then. Also, if you're interested in getting Robotech, this next couple weeks, there's going to be sales galore. So go over to palladiumbooks.com. And if you're interested in Robotech, go buy some of those books, buy it up, get it off their shelves, and get it out of their warehouse. There will be panel talks, many question and answer chats. If you are interested, you can get your books signed by some of the creators and artists. You can meet Kevin, the Palladium staff, meet Carmen, and many other of the creators. Now, they're advertising Sean Patrick Fannin as tentative. I don't know if this has been confirmed or not yet. I hope he will be there. I love SP. I call him SPF, but Sean Patrick Fannin is fantastic. He did a great job with Savage Riffs. He's worked on other amazing products such as Shine Tar, which is his own fantasy setting for Savage Worlds. Good stuff. So hopefully he'll be there. He's an awesome guy, very personable, fantastic person. Meet Ramon K. Perez, Marvel Comics artist from Spider-Man, Learning to Crawl, and an artist of many other comics and Palladium World books. It says he'll be tentative also. Largest gathering of Palladium creators in the world, most available every day, the entire day. Meet fellow gamers from around the world. I know in previous years they've had people come from the UK, Germany, I think Australia. So that'll be interesting. Get autographs from all the creators, get new releases, backstock items, and collectibles. Get original artwork and limited edition prints, rare collector items, first printings, and signed books, t-shirts, and specialty items. Commission select artists to draw your favorite character. Live auction with rare collectibles and oddities. Get the latest news and other insider info. Intimate setting, unlike big conventions. I think they have about 300 people that show up, so that'll be pretty cool. Family reunion and party atmosphere. Join the fun and make memories to last a lifetime. Price of admission pays for all events. Make hotel reservations no later than March 15th. So you have until March 15th to make your reservation, guys. It's got the address. If you're interested in going, obviously you need to do it ahead of time. I'm not sure. I don't know if you can do something like if you can pay at the door, but try to get it taken care of ahead of time and they'll put you on the list. So it will take place where they store everything in their warehouse and do all the business. So if you're interested in seeing that, it's a great opportunity there as well. So they said the last one was back in 2015. I've never been, so I'm really looking forward to it. I only live about a half hour away. So to me, this is a big deal. Palladium Books is the system, is the game company that got me into tabletop RPGs. So this madness and this obsession that I have, I owe it all to them. Game with the Game Makers. We try to make every open house amazing and special. How often do any of us get to hang out with 30 to 40 creators or a few hundred gamers from around the globe? Only at the open house, and it happens only once every few years. Where else can you ask the game creators for tips, advice, or the backstory behind your favorite games and characters? The open house is like a big family reunion or 4-day party. There have been good times and bad times, and through it all, we had Palladium fans at our sides and helping out. So every open house is a celebration of you, our fans, as much as anything else. So if you can, please join us for what is going to be a Palladium gaming extravaganza. Kevin runs games, talks with fans, signs books, participates in panel talks, and tries to be there for you from when the doors open until 11 p.m. every single day. And the same can be said of most of the Palladium personalities from around the world. Sit down with Kevin, the Palladium staff, and our creators to talk and laugh about almost anything. We've been told repeatedly by those who have attended past open houses that the atmosphere is more like a family reunion where they feel welcomed as friends. What's our secret? We're gaming geeks like you, and we really are happy to see you, whether you are someone we've come to know over the years and consider a friend or a gamer we have never met before. We are happy to spend this special weekend of gaming with you. That's the beauty of the open house. It's not like a big convention. You get to spend quality time with Kevin and the Palladium staff and many of our writers, artists, and creators up close and personal. We are happy to talk about gaming, the creative process, movies, comic books, writing, drawing, licensing, Hollywood, and just about anything else you might want to talk about. You can have in-depth conversations because the venue is so small and intimate, not at all like big conventions, and you do it all at the Palladium offices and warehouse where the magic happens. This year, special guests are likely to include cover artist John Zalesnik, chief writer and mastermind behind Riffs for Savage Worlds Sean Patrick Fannin, and Marvel Comics Spider-Man artist and longtime Palladium fan favorite artist Ramon Perez, K. Perez. Sorry. They are special guests because it is difficult to get them to find the time to attend any gaming event, let alone all appear at the same event. All in-stock Palladium products are available for purchase, from prints and t-shirts to RPG books and coffee mugs. We always have a selection of new t-shirts and specialty items available for the first time ever at the Palladium Open House too. There's also a wide range of original art, prints, and rare signed and out-of-print book titles and unique collectibles available. Some of the rarest and most unique items offered in the live-action Saturday evening. In addition, many of the artists and writers bring original art prints, and specialty items for sale from them individually, and some will do character sketches, which I've seen Chuck Walton do them a couple years ago at Grand Con. Wow, he did some great work. Also, he's an awesome guy. So it all adds up to an incredible experience. The price of admission covers all events. The price of admission gives you access to all the guests, Kevin and crew, as well as the gaming events. First come, first served. Panel talks, auction, and other activities. 3 days of Palladium gaming, laughs, and fun. Please register for attendance soon to guarantee your admission, and so we know exactly how many games we need to keep everyone gaming and having fun. This helps us immensely. We can only accommodate around 300 people total, including 50 or so creators, helpers, and staff. 100 plus gaming events. So after the bomb, which is similar to the TMNT and Other Strangeness, if you weren't familiar. TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, by the way. Beyond the Supernatural, Dead Rain, which is their acclaimed zombie game. Heroes Unlimited, which is my personal favorite. Nightbane, Ninjas and Super Spies, Palladium Fantasy, Phase World, Rifts Chaos Earth, Robotech RPG Tactics, Splicers, and more. Special event of Robotech RPG Tactics tournament and demos. Special event Saturday with a live auction. Rare collectibles and original art, including Kevin Long, Robotech 2, the Sentinels artwork, animation cells, and rare Kevin Simbita artwork. Open gaming at the warehouse. Sorry, no game room at hotels. But I do know there is a plan for some games to go down after hours. I'm sure if you're traveling from out of town, you'll find some people that will be willing to do that as well. So that's pretty cool. Live panel talks and interviews, which I love panel talks. If you've never sat in on a panel, they can be a lot of fun, a lot of great questions and answers and stories, great stories usually. So that'll be pretty cool. The live auction with rare out-of-print books, original artwork, proofreader copies of manuscripts, collectibles, books from the Eric Woodsick collection, and more. Meet 30-plus Palladium creators, the largest gathering of Palladium creators in the world, most available every day the entire day. Meet fans from across the USA and around the world, Canada, England, Germany, Spain, Uruguay, etc. All events are covered under the price of admission, hours 9 a.m. to 12:30 a.m., possibly longer, which that is crazy, but that'll be cool. Palladium has limited space, so order your admissions in case we sell out. Must make hotel reservations March 15th. Here's a list of the artists, writers, and personalities. Amy Ashbaugh, Brandon Ayton, it looks like he was a writer for Triax, 2, Mad Haven, Sovietsky, and The Rifter. Matthew Ballant, sorry if I'm butchering your name, Ballant, author of Weapons and Armor, Weapons and Castles, Monsters and Animals, and other titles. He was present at the start of Palladium Books. Thomas Bartold, Defiler, writer, Island at the Edge of the World, tentative. In case you guys don't know who the Defilers are, they were a group from Kevin's Palladium Fantasy days back in the 80s. I think they had like up to 20 players at times. They're written about in a lot of the Palladium Fantasy books as an iconic group of heroes. So just cool stuff there. Carmen Belair, writer and game designer. He wrote a lot of Powers Unlimited 1 through 3, which are great supplements for the Heroes Unlimited series. Splicers, Naruni, Robotech, and more. Joseph Bergmans, honorary staff member, helper, and a consultant. James Brown, a Game Master Supreme and a Megaversal Ambassador. Kent Burrows, an artist who will be tentative. Braden Campbell, writer for Fleets, Thundercloud, Galaxy. He is tentative. Matthew Clements, writer for Northern Gun 1 and 2. He's tentative. Steve Dawes, Dark Places, Rifter, tentative. Greg Diazik, Rifts Lemuria, the Rifter. Mark Dudley, artist and game master. Sean Patrick Fannin, writer for Savage Rifts RPG line. He's tentative. Scott Gibbons, staff, manager, game master, game designer. Carl Gleba, writer, Secrets of the Atlanteans, Minion War series, Hades, Duvall, many others, and an awesome GM. Chris Girton, honorary staff member, helper. Irvin Jackson, writer and artist, tentative. Patrick Jacobowski, Megaversal Ambassador and Game Master. Doug Lamberson, honorary staff member and helper. Madman Mike Leonard, artist and writer. He does a lot of stuff that you can find in some of the Facebook groups. He also he's all over the place. Like you just can't miss him. He made like character sheets and other cool stuff. So Alan Manning, artist, tentative. Brian Manning, artist, tentative. I'm going to butcher this. Alec Marcinzin, staff editor and research. Mike Muma, artist. Mark Oberly, writer, Nightbane and Rifter. Apollo Okamura, artist, tentative. Victor Peterson, Megaversal Ambassador and GM, also another fantastic guy. Ramon K. Perez, artist, comic books, tentative. Jason Richards, writer, Arsno, the Rifter. Ben Rodriguez, an artist. Julius Rosenstein, who I've had the privilege of playing in a game of his before, and it was a lot of fun at the Westland Library. He's a staff member, writer, editor, and game master. Jeff Enemy Ruiz, Palladium's online administrator and Megaversal Ambassador. Kevin Sambita, staff, founder, writer, artist, and game master. Kathy Simmons, staff, order processing, and customer services. Josh Sinsabaugh, writer, Rifter contributor. Wayne Smith, staff, editor, and editor-in-chief of the Rifter. Charles Walton II is an artist, writer for Splicers. Taylor White, writer and musician. John Zalesnik, cover artist, and more are likely to be added to this list. Again, reserve your hotel. Prices. Advanced ticket prices guarantee admission for April 20th through the 22nd. VIP night on Thursday, April 19th, will cost $95. But if you're going just for the 3-day portion, it's $55 per person for the 3-day event when ordered in advance. Otherwise, it's $60 at the door, and after April 20th, they still say 2015, but 2018, if space is available. $30 per person for Friday till closing. It says if you go for like 1 day, it's $30. And then Sunday will only be $12, and they end at 5 p.m. VIP night is $95. Available on a first-come, first-served basis. VIP night is a special one-evening event limited to around 100 gamers. You get the delicious dinner catered by Palladium's very own Kathy Simmons. People rave about her food. Plus, you get an extra afternoon and evening of gaming, a more intimate chance to talk with Palladium staff, artists, and writers. The first crack at rare collectibles, prints, and original art. No, VIP Thursday always sells out fast, so we will sell tickets now and hold 40% to sell at the end of January, which is obviously, we're almost in March. So yeah, actually we are in March 3rd. Wow, time is flying. So that's the basic gist of it. Hotels, Hampton Inn and Suites in Canton. You can reserve there. They're also talking about Red Roof Inn in Ann Arbor. On Ann Arbor Road in Plymouth, which that is a really nice hotel as well. Yeah, I think we've stayed at both, actually. That's kind of funny, for weddings and stuff. Please be sure to tell other people about the open house if you haven't. Open house Game Masters earn a t-shirt and 30% discount. Run 3 or more games and get a free special GM t-shirt unveiled for the first time at the open house and a 30% Game Master Supreme discount on books, t-shirts, and most other items. It excludes original art, limited edition, art prints, auction items, and convention-exclusive products. Obviously, they need a lot of people running games for 300 gamers. So, yeah, they're hoping to offer more than 100 gaming events, so they need experienced game masters to run Palladium events for all of their game lines. So there you go. Maybe I'll run some Heroes Unlimited games. I don't know. But if you're interested, go over to the Palladium Books website, click on their store, go to the open house. There's down in here is where you're going to select your event, your passes. So you have the 3 individual days there. Then you have the $95 VIP. So be sure to go over there and tell them that I sent you. If you want the full open house, just do it here. Boom. And then that'll be $60. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to socializing with everybody. I can't rave about it enough. So there is that. All right. So I'm going to read some comments that I've got in my chat. Sergeant Mushroom, I would love to make it to one of these. Well, you should make it. It's April 20th. You got over a month to plan. So would love to see you there. Questing Beast. Are you going to talk to them about the Tactics RPG where they raised $1.5 million and then canceled the game after 5 years of delays? They didn't cancel. They ran out of the IP, but I think they've addressed that a lot in their updates recently. If anyone backed that, they've heard about it in the Kickstarter. And again, they've sent every week. Palladium sends out weekly updates. And addressing different things, and yeah, they're selling stuff off. They're allowing anyone who backed the product to for wave 2 to trade that in for wave 1. So I didn't back it, so I've heard all about it. I have been following it as someone who's been into Palladium for a long time. But yes, that is, I'm sure, something that's going to come up quite a bit. There are Kickstarter backers who lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know any backers who lost hundreds of thousands. But maybe. Oh, hundreds or thousands rather. Yeah. There's no secret there. Sergeant Mushroom says, I'm kind of jealous. Questing Beast says, I'm frankly kind of shocked that they're doing something like this, given how furious their whole fan base is right now. I wouldn't say their whole fan base is furious right now. There's actually a lot of people looking forward to this still, like I said. So Palladium does this every few years. This has been known that they were going to do an open house for quite a while now. We knew sometime, at least I knew last year sometime they were going to do this, do an open house. And the first time I heard that the license was going to be not pulled, but it was going to expire and not renew, was late in February of this year. So, yeah, and I don't know how they're going to address that there. I'm sure it'll come up. I'm sure people will ask. I know there's people who did back it who are going, that are still playing in the tournament. I know there are people who did back that who will be collecting their product there. So there will be stuff going on there as well. And I'm sure, people will be playing and talking about it. Riders of Rohan just finished Provoker Season 1 about 3 days ago. Watched Season 2, Episode 1, and man, it's not the same without you. Hope you cameo. If you did cameo, I wouldn't know yet since I'm Episode 1 of Season 2. I appreciate that. No, if you want me to cameo, you got to talk to the guys over there. It hasn't come up. Matt hasn't said anything to me about it. I'd probably be open to something like that. I wouldn't have a problem with it. But I appreciate the kind words. I haven't been able to watch Season 2. I've watched some of it, some of the first episode, but not the full thing. Just don't have time to watch a lot of live plays. but I've heard a lot of people say good things. Mike Lasham, I believe, Mike Lasham took over as the guy who took the role, took the spot, and obviously it was new characters anyway. So, but Mike's awesome. I love Mike. He does amazing voices. He's a fantastic role player. I've known Mike for quite a while. He actually asked me if I would be offended if he took that spot back when it was offered to him. And I was like, no, go for it. Have a good time. But I appreciate that. Thanks for saying that. No, I don't think there's any plans though for me to cameo in it. But if that's something you're interested in, talk to Matt and some of those guys. I'd be open for it. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. I'm just going to kind of talk a little bit more. So I have a Palladium Books Heroes Unlimited game I have coming up. It's a one-shot. It's going to be on not April. The plan is March 15th. I got to make some more characters. I had made a character on here for Alejandro. Alejandro will not be playing with us in that game. Had some disagreements between two players in the group. It was decided Alejandro actually was really forthcoming and said, hey, due to this disagreement, I'm willing to back out for the sake of the game. And so much respect to him for that. So he backed out for that reason. But we're still playing. It's going to be, we're going to have 5 players. It's going to be Andre, Amanda, Paul, Nathan, possibly John. So yeah, possibly 5 players, at least 4 players. We have a multiple man. We have a teleporter flyer who can do some cool stuff. Energy expulsion light, I believe. We're going to have a guy, Andre's character can absorb, like he gets his power from the sun. And so he's going to have that and some cool abilities, some strength. John, I'm not sure what he's going to play. I can't remember what he had said, and I haven't made it yet. So, and then Nathan was thinking about a super sleuth martial artist. Excuse me. And I think now he's considering playing a ninja, because one time in the chat, because we have a group chat going, that group chat's insane. If you go away for like 2 hours, you come back and it's 500 messages because we're all talking so much to each other. It's wild. But I think I had said something in there about a ninja. And ever since I said that, he was like, yeah, I should try to make a ninja now. So I think he might play a ninja, which wouldn't be hard. I mean, you got ninjas and super spies and Mystic China. So I don't know if he owns those, but that's, and he's the only one that's creating his own character. For everyone else, I'm creating their characters. So, yeah, let's see. But yeah, at the open house. So, and I'll say some, I'll announce again and promote the open house when I do that one shot. I hope at the open house I can play, like I said, 1 Heroes Unlimited game, 1 Rifts game, and I'd love to play Savage Rifts. I've got over $300 into the Savage Rifts Kickstarter. I've got the Rifts book. I've got some Heroes Unlimited books. So I want to play them a little bit, and I think I'll be able to. And then I'm hoping Eric from Bloat Games, I really, really, really hope he runs his, and this wouldn't be at the open house, this is probably at the hotel, I'm assuming. I really hope he runs his game, Dark Places and Demogorgons, because I'd like to play a one-shot of that as well. This is a cool book, cool game. I really want to try this out, and I think that would be the best opportunity with the creator of it. So, but yeah, I wouldn't mind Palladium Fantasy. I think that would be a lot of fun. I used to play with a group out of Plymouth, and I didn't play with them for very long, but when I was really getting into Pathfinder, I got into Palladium Fantasy, or I bought a bunch of Palladium Fantasy, and then I got into Pathfinder. But shortly after I bought all the Palladium Fantasy, I played with a group out of Plymouth, Michigan, and they had like a rotating door of players that, they'd drop in and they'd make it for a few sessions and then not for a few. And I want to say there were like 8 or 9 people, maybe. There's one guy and his wife, really cool people. And I don't know. I played a few times. I think I took my wife over to play once. I can't remember, but I kind of hope he'll be there, and I hope I still hope he runs some Palladium Fantasy, because I would love to play, that with him again, because he was really good. There were some cool things, and he let me do some stuff outside of the rules that was more cinematic. Like I think I tackled somebody through the window of an inn outside of a building. I think that was his game. And then there was like a point where we were all slaves in a wooden cell and being but being transported somewhere. And I think with my arms tied, I broke out of the gate onto a guard and somehow freed myself and took the guy's weapon. And, like that was really cool, because it wasn't like my actions were inside the rules. And with Palladium, there's a lot of very specific things. So he let me do some cool stuff, and I really enjoyed that. I think he also had his wife drop, like she was like, "Oh, I'm going to dump out all the arrows," and she was on like the top of a tower, and we were all under it, and so a bunch of arrows came down on us. That was kind of funny, but good stuff, really good stuff. So hopefully he's there. I would love to see him and try to catch up. I wish I could remember his name. He has a really simple name on the forums over there. It was like 5 letters, 4 letters. I can't remember. I want to say it was like, it's not this. It's not Grunt or Mac or something, but it's something like that. I could probably go through my old messages. Sorry. Anyways, so I am looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun for me. Palladium's a nostalgic system for me. I don't get the chance to play it very often, and this is the perfect chance. So my home group that I haven't played with in almost 2 months now is a 5th edition group. And my other group kind of is not disbanding, but it's too hard for us to get together. We have a player that won't be around for about 6 months, and another player who's too busy running his own games. And so trying to get our schedules to line up for that just isn't working right now. So I think we're on hold for that, and may even just be done with that one for a while. Plus, my wife runs that game, and she's pregnant. She doesn't have a lot of the energy to prep and run games right now. She'll play. She just doesn't have the energy to prep and run a game in the same week. So yeah. Anyways, Palladium Open House, April 20th through the 22nd. It should be a lot of fun for anybody who's a fan. And even if you're not, if you have, if you're interested in Robotech or, anything really, like post-apocalyptic games, check it out if you're in the area. It's only going to be about $55-$60 for a 3-day gaming event. There's no extra charge to playing games, as I read to you guys. So come on out, play some games, have some fun, socialize, with fellow gamers. Why not? I will be taking a lot of my books. I will not carry them around with me. They'll be out in my car. But I plan on bringing all those. And like I said, I will probably, especially if I can get the Wi-Fi password, I'll probably be doing some live streams there, and some videos and interviews and things like that. So if you have any questions, post them in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye-bye.